Welcome back to Remain Room Return podcast, everybody. Of course, she's talking about this podcast.
Yes.
What a way to start. It sucks.
Got any opinions? It sucks.
They bribed us to be here.
Yes, we paid them money for them to show up on this podcast again. They are blowing up, and they were nice enough to make time for us. Please welcome back the ladies of the Weekly Bizarre podcast. Glad to have you back.
We're happy to be back.
You guys are you're killing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Your views are just, every time I look, they're more and more and more on your episodes. So we were like, let's get them on here and bring some good juju. Even though you guys talk about a lot of bad juju, you have some good juju when it comes to the podcast stuff. So we were like, come over here and raise our numbers a little bit, because last time you guys killed it on our channel. Probably like some of the most views we've ever had.
You guys like, yeah, YouTube just grew for you guys. That's
because of you. It was literally after that episode.
We can grow your YouTube, but we can't grow our own.
Well, isn't that the dichotomy of podcasting?
Yeah.
So we'll come back on yours, and we'll take
all
your
like
numbers.
to pretend we know what we're doing, but we're just like,
Seriously.
Let's just put some stuff out into the ether and see what happens.
Yeah.
And
Also,
then nothing happens.
Yeah, I like that word too, the ether. Because I'm about to poison myself with it and just get it over
and
with
every
once and for
time
all.
every time you think you have like a really golden reel or something, and you're like, oh, this one's gonna hit, and then you get like 12 views.
That's actually what happened with our most recent one. I thought that was going to be a killer one, and it was like, oh yeah, nobody gave a shit.
I think we used the word pedophile one too many times in the episode, and that's what did it.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's usually the ones that you least expect that get the most views.
Yeah, it's like we didn't even say anything. But today, we're going to say a lot.
Yes.
We're going to say a lot of cool stuff, because we have with us the Weekly Bizarre ladies again, and we want to get into something that they've never heard of, but something that I've recently kind of like gotten into now that I live in LA. One of the most haunted things in America is the Queen Mary, which is docked in Long Beach in LA. And it is a haunted shipping vessel. And I was like, that's cool.
Why do you have to describe it as a shipping vessel?
What would you call it?
Just a ship, like a cruise ship?
Ooh, wow.
Now it makes
Cut out one word.
Well, it makes it sound like you're a shipping vessel is like something that holds like, the big cargo containers coming from like China.
Well,
getting your Temu through it. This Queen Mary sending you your Temu.
Yes, exactly. So at least it doesn't have to go through the Strait of Hormuz. All right. So without further ado, let's get into this, because we promised that we would teach Jess and Montana about this. And we did. Well, I did some research. I don't know about Christian.
I did something.
He's going to wing it. Don't believe anything he says.
Yes.
So anyways.
I'm proud of you guys, though. You did research.
We did. I did.
It takes some time, doesn't it?
It does. It also helps that I'm just going to read right off of this thing.
So like Wikipedia?
It is actually from a website called usghostadventures.com.
Ooh.
Oh, is it from Zach Baggins?
I hope so. Shout out to America's Most Haunted Trending U.S. Ghost Adventures. So that's I'm citing my sources now for everybody. So if you have any problems with what I say, go to them, not me.
Is he related to Frodo or Bilbo?
I wouldn't put it past him, honestly.
I actually just watched the first one last night. Lord of the Rings. Nice. Fucking awesome. Extended version.
Ooh, so like
God,
12
I've
hours.
watched that a million times.
So good. 4 hours.
Okay, 4
hours.
So good.
I almost wore my elf ears today.
Should have. There's still time. We can cut all of this and just come back and start that way.
We are already starting an hour late, Damien, because you can't tell time.
I can tell time. I just can't do the math of time zones.
That's true. Time zones are your Achilles heel, apparently.
Yeah. All right. Let's cut the shit. Let's get real.
Cut the ship?
Shipping vessel. All right. So what is the Queen Mary? I'm glad you guys asked. Let me
No, we
enlighten you.
didn't.
Christian, if this is the way this is going to go,
Oh, sorry. I'm just feeling sassy.
I was gonna say someone's awfully sassy today.
yeah, man.
He's
So-
hungover, remember?
No, I'm more. Well, I think this will come out after this. I got bamboozled with our guest yesterday.
He's still recovering. He still doesn't fully trust what's happening right now. I fooled
Yes.
him when we recorded last time.
Like
I
you
told
have
him it
someone
was-
really cool?
No, not at all. Travis
Oh.
is the opposite of cool. I hate that guy.
Actually, no, he's pretty cool. In the
No.
Zero cool.
no, Damien, if because this episode come out, said there was going to be one guest and ended up being a surprise guest instead, who is my buddy Travis, who Damien went behind my back,
Yep.
jokingly, to have on the podcast. But so I was hungover and in pure shock for the
And
beginning
he
of the
was
episode.
just not looking forward to the guest that I told him it was going to be. And didn't know how to handle the fact that it wasn't that guest anymore.
Yes.
So it was a fun little prank. Tune in, like, follow, subscribe, share. Always forget to say that. Anyways, can I get back to what we were talking about, please?
Yes. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. I will not interrupt for the next 30 seconds.
So what is the Queen Mary? I'm glad you all asked. So the Queen Mary is a haunted ship. It was it
Shipping
started
vessel.
in shrimping vessel. It started in construction in 1929, and it was created by the Cunard Line shipping team. And it was created with the plan of making this luxury ocean liner, something that has never been seen before at that time. So it operated from 1936 to 1967. It served as a premier ocean liner for transatlantic crossings and a service ship during World War II. It made 1,001 transatlantic crossings between the 1936 and 67 before finally docking in Long Beach. And it served over 2.2 million passengers, and also it had 47 deaths on board during that time. So as of today, the reason I bring it up is because it's permanently docked in Long Beach, California, and I would love to go there and do like a thing there. So this is kind of like a soft launch into when we actually end up doing that. But it's a huge tourist attraction. It's also a hotel now.
Yep.
And they were thinking about actually shutting it down for quite a while. And there was such an uproar from the SoCal community that they kept it up instead. But it's got kind of a murky past, and it is said to be one of the most haunted places in the world. So without further ado, Christian, go ahead and tell us kind of some of the reasons it's haunted.
Yeah, so there's like a few different places like on the shipping vessel, as it should be called, of that have like the lore behind it. So like the number one spooky place is cabin B340. And so the lore behind it is known for being the most like infamous room on the ship. And
Which is
people-
unfortunate because it doesn't roll off the tongue very easily.
No, cabin B340, I guess, or 340, we'll say. Maybe on the third level of the ship, if we're going by hotel rooms, or in the basement.
Or basement for the B. The B in
I don't know.
apartment 340.
Do ships have basements? Shipping vessels, I mean.
I was going to say ships probably don't, but shipping vessels, I'm sure do.
Okay, very exclusively. So with it, people have been reported of hearing like very heavy footsteps, the faucets turning off and on by themselves, sheets ripping off the bed, and a dark shadow figure standing over the bed.
Pretty spooky.
That is spooky.
And one of the other reasons why they're saying that this ship is so haunted is because, oh, excuse me. There we go, Jess. There's the first burp of the podcast. We were talking about that.
Soon.
We were talking about that before we started. We were like, "Uh-oh, it's going to be a gassy one."
Yeah.
But the reason that they're saying it's so haunted is because there's been deaths cited within or on or in and around the ship since its construction in 1934. So like the first death, I believe, was a construction worker who was building it. I think his name is Malcolm. He fell from the scaffolding when they were building it and died. I believe June 5th of 34. So like 2 years before it was even put into production, somebody had already died on it. And then another crew member died in 36, which is the year that it started. It's actually like going out into the water and stuff. Arthur John Francis Golding, that's a mouthful as well, died by fracturing his skull during the ocean liner's return to the UK following its first ever voyage. So before it even completed its first voyage, 2 people had died. So that's kind of like the impetus of why it's got all these stories attached to it.
Yeah. Well,
This has given me the Mary Celeste vibes because it was very similar. It had a very similar start, and it was pretty cursed too.
Go into that a little bit. Let's compare.
Oh gosh, I can't remember. It's been like over a year ago, but I'm pretty sure like the first captain that was assigned to the ship, before they even got out to sea, he came down with like pneumonia or something like that, and they had to turn the ship around, take him back to shore, and he died.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm amazed that I could remember that much.
Pretty good. Pretty good
Honestly.
recall.
Yeah.
What else, Christian?
oh
What
well,
was,
actually, so I was going to go into before you cut me off.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. No, kind of going off what Damien was saying. So like, with this, so the reason why it's so haunted was it was actually closed off to hotel guests for like decades because there were just so many complaints where like so many people would want to switch rooms because like I think it was probably before it became like more of a haunted tourist attraction versus just being like, oh, let's go, stay at the hotel, the Queen Mary, the famous shipping vessel. But
to use the parlance of our time.
yes, a shipping vessel. But they believe the spirit is of Walter J. Adamson, who passed away in the room in 1948. And another reason why they think specifically this room is also has so much activity is they actually did renovations to the room at some point, which now paranormal enthusiasts say like actually like quote unquote stirred up the activity. And so, but now it's actually back open. So if people do want to stay and, feel something in their life, they can go do that.
I don't even remember what feelings are at this point.
Exactly.
So that's why I want to go. I want to go and have You remember feelings, dude?
Just not sad and despair.
Yeah.
You
I'd
just
rather feel fear.
the spirit shows up. You see the dark lucky figure. Like, hey man, have you seen this political administration? Like,
Nothing you can do can scare me at this point. Rips my legs off.
yeah.
This is a stupid question, but
I
is
love
it
stupid
still
questions.
on water?
Yes.
It's still on water? Okay.
Yeah, it's like docked on the beach or the pier of Long Beach.
They just ran it up shore.
Yeah. It's actually in downtown LA now.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because some like ships are on land because they're docked there.
Mhm.
Sure.
Go and like go in and explore. So
That's
that
fair.
was a dumb question. I don't know.
No.
No,
No, it's like
it's
an
trying to
RV. They put
Yeah.
it on wheels, and then that way it's like a mobile, like a trailer park kind of
a trailer park. Yeah, of a shipping vessel.
Yeah, exactly. So some cool history of this too. When I first introduced this, I was talking about how it was around World War II, and actually, so during World War II, at one point, this shrimping vessel, the Queen Mary, was stripped of its luxury fittings. It was painted camo gray and used to transport thousands of troops. Because of the lingering U-boat threats, it was under strict order to never stop, no matter what, because they were afraid the German U-boats would attack it if it stopped moving. And then because of that, so it got fitted for the war. On October 2nd in 1942, while it was carrying over 10,000 troops, the Queen Mary accidentally collided with her escort ship, the HMS Kurosawa, and the massive hull of the Queen Mary literally sliced the smaller crews completely in half. But because it was under those orders to never stop, it just kept going. It was a hit and run, baby. It was just, let's go. Get out of my fucking
I didn't
way.
know the Queen Mary was a Mazda Ultima.
Well, it didn't have insurance. It's just like LA. If you get in an accident in LA, you got to just keep driving because nobody's got insurance. And so it just kept going. And so the initial crash killed obviously a bunch of people, but then everybody who could have potentially survived just ended up drowning because it was freezing cold, and it was kind of like Titanic. But people believe that the loud footsteps, the knocking, the doors opening, the screams reported on the ship are from that event.
Oh, those spirits.
So, yeah.
All right. Again, since you are the spooky ladies, as I refer to you as when me and Damien are talking, this might sound like a very dumb question. Can spirits like jump to different places, or are they very much attached to a certain place? So like, I don't know, with that, could they like transport from one ship to the other?
That's kind of what I was thinking. That's a good question, actually.
I don't think so. My opinion, I think it's what they're attached to. So if it's an object that you can easily transport, then I think that's how it's which jump ship, as you will.
Okay.
Nicely
Literally
done.
and figuratively.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I feel like the only way that it's going to be able to move locations is if it's attached to a specific person, maybe, and it's following them from location to location.
I was thinking maybe
sometimes
what...
it's the death.
Yeah.
Like how they died. So if they're stuck there and it's like residual haunting, then they'll stay there.
That makes sense. I was kind of thinking maybe like, since it just went right through and split it in half, maybe like people jumped and like made it onto they like jumped onto the Queen Mary, but then like died from that, and that's how they're stuck there. That's what I assumed. Or they're hanging onto the back.
I thought maybe when it went through, like, it literally got physically stuck to it because it, rammed it so hard.
That's a good point.
It's a bad way to go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do not sign me up for that.
Getting ran over by a shipping vessel.
Call that a shrimping vessel T-bone.
Did the Mary Celeste get in a few accidents too?
Mm-hmm.
And they were using parts from that, right? Was that what it was? It's been a while for that episode.
I think they just kept rebuilding it and reusing it. Like different captains would invest in it, and then they would just rebuild it, and shit kept happening to where they kept having to rebuild it. But I don't know that they used parts for it or parts of it for other ships.
Do you think maybe ships crashing into each other is reserved just for ships named Mary? Because that's two.
Like it.
That's
so
two.
Never get on a ship with the name Mary in it.
Yeah. Oh, unless of course you're going to stay in the hotel of the Queen Mary, then you can go.
Well, that I would do. I would stay there.
That'd be fun. I'd really enjoy that. So I think, I would love to eventually go. And I don't. What is the rule if you're going on like a guided tour of filming while you do that? Do they generally not let you?
I don't know. Like every place is different. Like when I was in Vegas, I did the Zach Baggins, whatever museum again, and like you can't have your phones out at all. And then other places are like you can take pictures, but that's it. And other places are like no, can't take pictures. But you can. It's just I don't know.
Maybe I'll get those glasses.
The meta glasses.
That way they
Are there
can't tell.
pictures online of inside the rooms from like people that have posted?
I think so. I could put them up in post. But yeah, it's actually really beautiful inside. It's like very old school. They kept it, I mean, kind of like Art Deco, I guess would be how I would describe the interior of it. But it's very old school. Like imagine Grandpa smoking a cigar in his library. That's how I would describe the inside of this thing.
So
it's
like
very pretty.
Probably like Titanic-esque.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume they were probably built around. I think the Titanic was a little earlier. I think it was
Are there ghost tours on it where you can do your own? And have you seen people do it? Because if you see it online, then you can obviously film it, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I haven't. That wasn't part of my research, I suppose, which is a huge gap in my researching abilities. I should have just simply gone to YouTube and seen if this exists already. I try to make individual, like, unique content. It's like, dude, They've been doing this since 1970. But in addition to in World War II,
She's
where
looking it
it's
up, too.
yeah, look it up. Where's our producer?
Oh,
No, I'm
yeah.
my computer's warning me that issues are ahead. So
Oh,
hopefully
shit.
that's like an actual thing.
We got about
So
5
Here we
minutes
go,
before
guys.
Jess is
Here
gone.
we go.
I'm just gonna be a black screen in a minute.
Yes.
It's going to turn black, and then all we're going to hear is burping. That's a good
That's for
podcast. I
bloopers.
think.
That's
But in addition to the Queen Mary turning from a luxury ship liner, not vessel, it also was considered to be the largest and the fastest ship that was active during the war. So it's crazy that something that wasn't even intended for war purposes turned out to be the fastest and the biggest. So that's pretty cool. And it gained enough of a reputation that Adolf Hitler offered a reward to any U-boat captain who could sink it.
Wow.
But I guess there were no attempts because it kept moving. I guess you can't. It's like the opposite of a T-Rex, I think. Because it kept moving, they couldn't find it. But if it stood still, they were toast.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Did it say, probably not, you probably didn't see in your research, Amy, of how long the trip took from the UK to, I'm guessing, New York?
It does not say how long the maiden voyage was, I don't believe.
Okay.
It was officially launched. Here we go. The Queen Mary launch. The ocean liner was officially launched on September 26, 1935. Oh, King George and Queen Mary were actually in attendance at that time.
It was
And Queen Mary christened it. Yeah, it was. Yeah, she christened it, and she said, I am happy to name this ship the Queen. Of course she was happy to name it the Queen Mary. Fucking, royalty isn't known for being humble.
She was actually known for being one of the most humble queens ever
Christian,
for the UK.
I mean, for fuck's sake, dude.
He's a man of science, okay? He knows his facts.
God damn it.
The
Embarrassing.
funny thing is, I just listened to a big book about the history of England.
I thought you were going to say the funny thing is I completely made that up.
No, she was known for actually wearing, during the war, of actually, people liking her because the royal family did all of the rationing in World War II and, tried to be more of, the common man, being hey, we're all in this to help with morale.
Common woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting you said that. I just watched a chick on YouTube who followed that diet for a month or something just to see if she could stick to the budget. And she ended up losing a bunch of weight.
There you go.
Just being malnourished for years.
Ironically, that's how you get scurvy. So, talking about ships, getting scurvy, it all comes together.
Well, that's from the lack of vitamin C in fresh meat, but I know a lot about scurvy as well. You picked a wrong person to argue ships in British history.
Let the record show, in no way am I trying to argue. I'm just trying to podcast, man.
I just assumed every conversation we had was an argument.
It's getting to be that point.
Do you want me to?
Okay. I'm trying to tell you about the launch here.
Yes.
So on May 26, 1936, Queen Mary set sail on her maiden voyage from Southampton, England, and then picked up additional passengers in France before departing to New York City. The Queen Mary continues. Oh, it doesn't give me the sail time. It's gross tonnage. Oh, I know the gross tonnage, but I don't know when it arrived.
You're the gross tonnage.
Don't I know it? Got it tattooed on my back.
What is the actual gross tonnage of this?
Gross tonnage was 81,237 and could accommodate 2,038 passengers. That's pretty specific. Why not just round up to 2,040?
So is it bigger or smaller than the Titanic?
That's a great question. Let me look. Dead air.
I
bet the Titanic would be bigger, right?
Yeah. Well, you're doing that. I can talk about another spooky place on the ship, and it's the first class swimming pool.
Oh, yeah. This one is awesome.
And so the lore behind that is people reportedly hear sounds of splashing, wet footprints appearing on the dry towel around the empty pool because it's not in use anymore. And the creepiest one is a little girl dragging a teddy bear.
That's terrifying.
the little girl is the most famous spirit, and her name is Jackie. And it's a young girl who supposedly drowned in the pool back in either the late 30s or early 40s. And guests and paranormal investigators have said like they can hear like giggling or singing from this little girl when you're around the.
No, thank you.
Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah. What wouldn't you assume? This is always something that I thought too. Maybe you two could help me with this. If the person attached to the ghost died, why the fuck are they laughing? What's funny?
Okay, say that again.
So they're saying this little girl drown. She was, she died in one of the most horrific ways possible, too young for her time. But don't worry, when she's around, she's giggling.
Maybe
What's
it's
funny?
because maybe she doesn't realize that she's dead. Like maybe she's reliving something that she is having fun and thinks that she's still alive.
Or it's another entity, like coming off as a little girl.
Oh, like a demon, kind of.
Ooh, even creepier.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
good.
fuck with children's spirits or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah, no, thank you. Also, go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna have a question. And so like they say she's appearing like with a teddy bear, and probably some significance behind the teddy bear with her, or like, do a lot of spirits also have like objects with them?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or have you heard of other, like with your podcast, of spirits having objects?
Not that I can recall. No.
But do they know for a fact, like a little girl has died in that pool?
It said it was reported that she died in the 30s, right?
Yeah, 30.
She drowned.
Yeah, because like a name specific, like Jackie is tied to it, and the young girl, I guess it said supposedly drowned in the pool in the 30s.
So I guess it's not confirmed.
Yeah.
Well, then she doesn't know she's dead, and she's just kind of reliving her last couple moments.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question that I'm having now that we're talking about this too, is like, is there any, I guess it's double-sided, is there any memory from the previous life, or is it all memory from the previous life up until time of death? Right? Does that make sense? Where it's like, are they aware of everything that they could remember while they were alive? Or is it a completely new experience and they just have no recollection of life beforehand? I wonder how that transfers over.
Ooh, I don't know.
No, but like I said, with residual hauntings, it's usually just their final moments is what they remember, because they keep reliving their death. It's like a loop.
Which is, what do they call that? Purgatory, right?
Kind of
what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that, but I haven't heard that called that.
That would suck. Unless you were doing something really fun.
Yeah.
Like
But I wonder if you
pool.
experience the actual, like, because, there's moments that lead up to death. So you're you're on a roller coaster. So you just relive you do a loop and you're like, yeah. And then you experience, you fall out and you're like, shit. And then you go, yay, shit. Over and over for eternity.
On a loop.
I don't know.
I wonder.
Maybe not, because the brain has a way of protecting us in those kind of situations where you can't recall things that are very traumatic.
True.
So maybe they can't. Like maybe it's up to the point where, like, before whatever it was happened to them.
I think that probably makes the most sense, I would say, because I mean, your brain, it releases that DMT, and then all of a sudden everything's fine, and you're just tripping balls, and you don't remember actually splattering to the ground. Anyways, I did find the answer to Montana's question, and the answer is yes. The Queen Mary is significantly larger than the Titanic in almost every way. It's longer, wider, and faster, and nearly twice the gross tonnage. So the Queen Mary is 1,019 feet long, while the Titanic was 882 feet.
Wow.
Titanic was 92 feet wide, and the Queen Mary is 118.
It's a huge bitch.
She's a big bitch. BBW.
I guess I kind of have a question with the Titanic. Like, you'd assume there's got to be quite a few spirits in there, right?
In the Titanic?
Yeah. Like,
sure.
I guess, have you This is probably a question you guys don't know, but it would be kind of interesting. Maybe a topic for your guys' podcast. Are like for shipwrecks, have people ever like seen spirits? That'd be kind of like different shipwrecks, because shipwrecks got to have, there's got to be people who died on them. And so knowing like anyone who's in scuba diving or in like a submarine, if they've seen spirits.
I haven't heard of anything like that. I don't know.
Also, how terrifying would that be if you're in a scuba, or like probably more scuba, and you're just like swimming through the water and then you see a spirit?
It's like Lord of the Rings again, where they fall into the bog.
Yeah, with the faces in the water. Yeah.
Orcs, humans, and elves.
So there's a new assignment for your guys' podcast of do people see spirits underwater? Or is it just a land thing? Can spirits live underwater?
Yeah, do they need oxygen? Wait, isn't there a ghost
Highly
shark?
unlikely.
Doesn't that
What?
exist?
Like for real?
Or no,
heard
is
of
it a
this?
goblin shark? Is that what I'm thinking of?
A goblin? There's
don't
one
know.
shark that's like like they say is like technically from like the prehistoric age.
Oh, that's the Greenland shark.
Like the megalodon?
That's the prehistoric.
No,
That's
no.
actually ironically the size of the Queen Mary.
Yes, the size of one megal. Oh, now I know what sizing you're talking about. Now you're talking in megalodons.
That's how I measure everything. There's an asteroid headed to Earth. It is exactly 1.5 times the size of a megalodon. Holy shit.
1.5 megalodons. How big are you? I'm probably like 1/300th of a megalodon.
Yeah. Anyways,
Very standard measurement.
shall we continue?
Yeah.
So, are there any more haunted areas?
Yeah.
Let's get
So
into
the last
another
one
one.
on my list it's Boiler Room number 4, also known as Shaft Alley.
Shaft is just in there fighting
Yep.
vampires.
Yep. So this area feels heavy, industrial, and oppressive.
Yeah, that's
People-
called cancer from
Yep.
the coal.
People
breathe.
report shadow figures, intense cold spots, and the sound of metal clanging or groaning that doesn't match the ship's natural setting. And there was actually probably one of the more recent deaths. So on July 10th, 1966, during a routine watertight door drill, so like testing the ship to make sure it was still operating correctly. I guess, Damien, your research did say what year it was finally docked at Long Beach.
Yes. Keep going and I'll find it.
Okay. So an 18-year-old crewman named John Peter
Seaman.
was crushed to death by door number 13. And so people now see a young man in blue overalls, often called Half Hatch Harry or just John, is frequently seen walking near the exact door.
Sorry.
Half Hatch Harry, or you could just call him John. What? That's excellent. That killed me.
He's
Took a
like,
sip at the wrong time.
Spit take. Final voyage to Long Beach in 1967.
okay, so this was right before it got probably decommissioned. And so, yeah, got crushed to death by a door.
Woof.
Oh God.
And probably, I guess if his name is Half Hatch Harry, probably cut in half.
Just like the fucking Curacao when they sped right through.
Yep.
That'd
It's
be
all
a
related.
heavy ass door.
Oh yeah, those things are they steel?
Well, it's a watertight door drill. So if water had to get in, it would have to like crush, like, have to close with such pressure that water couldn't get in. Like just the amount of
man.
pressure it would be insane.
No, that's a
Yeah.
bad way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously.
And then people are just calling you a Half Hatch Harry. He's like, guys. He's like, hold on. I'm a spirit, but like,
It's
I know I
just Sean.
died like this. Just call me John.
It's like a serial killer that gets their nickname. They're like, I'm not the butcher, okay? My name is Jonathan. Have some respect.
The
Yeah, I
BTK
did
kill.
butcher. I did butcher 15 women, but please have some respect. So after the war, after World War II, it took 10 months to turn the Queen Mary back into a luxury ocean liner. So almost a full year of renovations. And then she made her first post-war voyage on July 21st, 1947. and then continued making transatlantic crossings for 20 years before coming back to Long Beach. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very haunted. The where is the other one I wanted to talk about? Oh, in 2001, did we get to 2001 yet? Or
No.
no? In 2001, an employee came into work early before everybody else around 5:30 a.m. Jesus Christ, talk about dedication. Never in my life.
Gotta beat the traffic.
Yeah, early bird gets storm, dude.
Dude, it was like, hey, he's like, is it a 20-minute commute at this time, or is it a 5-hour commute if I leave at 9 a.m.?
I mean, it is Long Beach. I'm sure the earlier the better. So entered at 5:30 a.m., entered the staff offices, which formerly housed the Queen Mary's beauty salon.
Ooh.
And then the employee felt someone or something brush against them and then saw a pale figure walking through the office before completely disappearing. So maybe somebody was like getting a haircut when they crashed into the Curacao and like
Got nicked.
Sliced them or something.
Getting a fresh
Like
shave.
Todd style.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Hold on. I have to say this. So Sweeney Todd is my favorite play of all time. And it's always been on my bucket list to go see it on Broadway. But because I live on the other side of the country from Broadway, I have not been able to go. But they did just do a tour like off Broadway. And it came to La Mirada Theater, which is pretty close to me. And I finally went and saw the Sweeney Todd play. And I cannot recommend it enough. It is fucking awesome. So if you ever get a chance to see Sweeney Todd the play, either on Broadway or off Broadway, you have to do it.
Is it a play or a musical?
Here we go again.
I'm just generally asking.
It's a good question.
I thought it was a musical. That's why I was like, oh, is there a play version of the music? Did they sing?
Yes, it's a musical.
Okay.
Is it better than the movie?
Yes, but the movie is great as well. But the play is better because you're experiencing it the way that it was created, and there's just something magical about the symphony being there.
The live music.
Yeah, it's which we've talked about on this podcast a million times, but something about live events is just transformative as opposed to sitting on your couch and watching it. But I do love the soundtrack too. I listen to it pretty regularly. But anyways, you said Sweeney Todd, and I was like, fuck yes, the best.
Yes.
What's the Lady in White? Did you find that? I was trying to find that.
Nothing in my research found
Because
that.
I wanted to find.
There's always a lady in white.
There's always a lady. Maybe it was Queen Mary.
Nah, she wore stuff from Waitrose.
Here we go. The Lady in White. This is the one. Okay, so the Lady in White, the Queen's Salon, we're back in the salon, was once the Queen Mary's first class lounge and has been home to the ship's Lady in White for years. The identity of the Lady in White remains a mystery. It always is. But she is seen near the piano, dancing to music that no one else can hear. Ooh, that's cool. So she's just tangoing forever. Whoever she is, the Lady in White has been one of the ship's most popular and often seen ghosts since docked in Long Beach. So that's cool. Like to go to a place and everybody is having the same experience with the same thing is pretty cool. So I thought that was fun.
You said it was a lounge before it was the hair salon?
Yes. Yeah. I guess it was a lounge first. So that's cool. Get your haircut and a drink.
It's like those weird millennial men barber shops I would never go to. They're like, you
They're
get a
pretty
glass of whiskey while you get your hair cut.
Head cut. I do also have to say it sucks when they serve it in glasses because then your hair just ends up in the drink. And you're like, can I get a lid?
Ew.
Can I get a sippy cup for this baby?
Are you talking about hammer and nails?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, the chain. Yeah. Anything else, Damien, that you have on it?
That's pretty much it. Other than, like I said, this is kind of a soft launch into actually going. My wife and I really, really want to go and experience this. But what do you guys think? Is that something that interests you? Is that something that you would go to Long Beach to experience, do you think?
Sorry if you hear my baby crying.
Oh my God, it's Jackie from the pool.
She's not that old yet. And she's alive. Thank you.
And she's alive.
Yes.
That's, God, you're a good mom.
Yeah, I would love to do it. I haven't stayed in a haunted place before, and it's always been on a bucket list to stay somewhere really haunted. And I didn't even know it was a hotel. That's how behind I am on the times.
Mm-hmm. How about you,
So
Jess?
me and Jess will like
Oh,
meet
for
you in
sure.
Humboldt Park,
Yes.
Yeah.
California.
Yes. I think
So
that'd be fun.
I do find it interesting because, of course, like LA, for how young of a city it is, in like retrospect, especially to like the East Coast, where I feel a lot more like of the spirits and hauntings are just because it's old, so you have more opportunity. That it has like the Queen Mary and what's the really famous haunted hotel in downtown LA?
Oh, it's the one where the lady ended up in the water system,
Cecil.
right? The Cecil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be fun too.
Lisa Lamb, is that her name?
Elisa
think-
Lamb, yeah.
Yeah, I think
That
you're
was
right.
like one of your
On
big
that.
episodes, like one of your first big
Mhm.
episodes. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was fairly
that's-
recently, right? Like that they found her in there. Like not recent, but in the terms of spooky things.
Yeah, it
That's-
wasn't all that long ago. I can't remember exactly when it was. I
can
researched
find
way
out.
too many things to remember, but yeah, maybe the
That
early
was
2000s.
2013.
So yeah.
Okay.
So very recent. And when you're thinking about haunted things, 2013 is
That
pretty
was
recent.
such a weird situation. Do you guys know anything about that, about Elisa Lamb?
I've watched the documentary, and I think I can't decide if I would ascribe it to a haunting or her just being off her meds. I
Mhm.
don't know which one I am more inclined to believe. The haunting thing is more fun.
Yeah. And just the history of that place, it's hard not to believe that it was something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of shit has gone down there. It's crazy how many people have died. Like, it's
Mhm.
over 80 some people, I think, at this point,
Mm-hmm.
have
Yeah.
died there in one way or another. And like the serial killers that stayed there over the years, it's a lot of weird shit going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Suicides.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if you've ever been to that part of LA, I kind of want to.
Or on our
Kill
2
myself,
episodes go, take the train to San Diego.
Don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it. Speaking of travel, actually, this can go along with the theme of the podcast a little bit. Montana, didn't you just do a bunch of fun traveling?
Yeah, I was in Utah, which was
Fuck yeah.
too far from you guys, and we did the 5 national parks in 5 days.
Whoa.
So
with
Zion,
with the baby or without the baby?
See how loud she is?
I can't hear it.
No?
Uh-uh.
I
There it
can.
is. There it is.
I was about to say I have like a third instinct now of like
A third instinct.
yep, the other 3 didn't exist until very recently, and I got a third one. That was 6.
What was the question, Christian?
Did you take the baby with you on your trip?
No, there were people that had babies. Like I was telling Jessica, but we did the tough hikes. We were
Mhm.
there for a long time because we were getting as much as we could within those 5 days, and it's
Yeah.
too much for a baby, and it was
Oh,
hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And intrusive thoughts of like, what if I trip and she's like here? And
Mm-hmm.
so when she's a little older, I want her to be into hiking because I'm a huge hiker person, but she's still too young. And
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Of like that would be a terrible, like just with the dust and sand and having a baby. It
Yeah.
would.
Mm-hmm. And
like,
the
no
sun.
disrespect for anyone that wants to bring their baby, but she's still
You know
too
what?
little
On this
and too
podcast,
much.
it's all disrespect.
100% disrespect.
Fuck those people. Keep your baby inside. Right?
Or at least like keep them safe. Like I was watching some sporting event. I think it was watching the World Cup, and very clearly like under 1-year-old baby at the game in like hot weather and like nothing protecting their ears. And I was like,
Holding a beer.
pretty much might as well have been. And it's just like maybe I'm not a bad dad. It like made me feel better about myself. It's like
No,
my
there
baby's
wasn't-
not there. He's at least safe here, not losing his hearing.
You can tell when they get sunburn, and one baby you could tell with sunburn in the face, and I'm just like,
Aw.
so I just,
That's so sad.
Yes. It is.
So, okay. So the 5 national parks, Zion,
Bryce Canyon,
Bryce Canyon.
Capitol Reef,
Okay.
Arches,
Arches.
and
Canyon.
then
Canyon Land, right?
what's
Candyland?
Canyonlands? Yeah,
Canyon.
Canyonlands.
Not
Canyonland. Oh, I was like Candyland. I hate that game. I always lose. I always get stuck
You
in the
should play
marshmallow
Strip
forest.
Candyland. That'll make it funner.
That'd be fun. I
Damien's
mean, not
just,
for anybody who's playing with me, but it'd be fun for me.
Just Damien naked, everyone else fully clothed.
Why did you start with your underwear?
It's hot out. We don't got air conditioner in the house.
Pull it out from the legs of my jeans.
Did you guys fly or drive?
So we flew into Vegas. Why? Like I said, I hit the museum again. I highly recommend it. I hate the douchebag, but his museum is fantastic.
What
Wait,
what is did you cover this museum last time we talked? I don't think so.
I don't remember. He just has a lot of haunted objects in there, and objects that we've done, that Jessica's done some cursed objects on. And I want to send her pictures so bad, be like, look, this makes me think of you, but you can't have your phone out, take pictures or film anything, which sucks.
So he is the British Museum of spooky stuff. He just steals all of it and then
Yeah,
harbors
pretty
it.
much.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool. It's like 2 hours long. It's a long museum, or it's a long tour, and you can ghost hunt after hours. Obviously, you can't film it, which I think defeats the purpose.
I was like, yeah, what's the point of that?
But you can have your own ghost store in there. But yeah, we flew into Vegas and then flew.
What would you guys consider as the best object in that museum?
I don't know, because he has a lot of, like I told Jessica, like PTD. I don't like saying her name, but Penny the doll. She's one of the most famous haunted dolls in the world. And when people listen to her stuff, bad things happen to them. There's like 5 entities in that doll.
Oh, Jesus. It's like a split personality disorder.
Yeah, and obviously she's very demonic, so you're not even supposed to say her name. Here comes my dog.
I was like, here's Penny the doll walking in.
My door just creaks open.
Everyone
wants to know where mom is.
Yeah. Is that kind of what Chucky is based off a little bit?
That's where sacrificial stuck.
I'm just
you fucking idiot. That's how that feels. Yeah, fuck you, Christian.
I am so, as Damien knows, I am so out of my element. I don't like horror movies. I, am a man of science, and so
we talk about it all the time on our podcast.
Yeah, we can bring you guys up almost every single episode.
We do.
We actually said something about that this last episode. Like, how could we bring them up every time?
Every time I listen, I'm like, oh man, that's making an impact on people. That's great.
My man of science.
The road trips. And the guy was from Nebraska. So we're like, Christian, is that you? But then later he was like, I'm from Nebraska, but I moved to LA. And I was like, no, it's Damien.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's both of us.
It's both of us. Which would be Keegan.
That's true, actually. That is a good point. Speaking of horror movies, I have to bring this up because it's part of the current existence right now. Have either of you seen Obsession?
I knew you were going to say that. No.
No.
Jess, no? Damn it. I need somebody to talk with this about. I want to do like a review of it, but nobody's seen it. I mean, everybody has seen it. Huh?
Do you want to know another really creepy movie that just came out? I don't know how to say it correctly, but Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Oh, is that good? Have you seen it?
Oh my god, it fucks with you afterward.
Okay.
It's a mind fuck. It's very uncomfortable and disturbing.
What would you rate it?
I don't know, like an 8. That's probably one of the best horror movies I've seen in a long time. Like afterward, me and my fiance were like, "What the fuck did we just watch?" Like
I like that.
When it keeps you like thinking about it days later. Yeah.
There's another new horror movie that came out called The Passenger, and I asked you on social media if you'd seen it, and you said no. But you were talking
talking about a different movie, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, the Passenger. and you were talking about like a case or like a spooky thing that kind of reminded me of that, where road trips and getting possessed and all that stuff. And I didn't know if you had seen the Passenger, and that's what inspired that conversation. But that movie is one of those ones where I'm like, the whole movie is just one giant plot hole, and they never address many different things about it. And I still was like, that movie kind of ruled.
Hold on. I'm looking it up because it does sound familiar. But I thought you were talking about the spaceship one.
Oh, Passengers.
Yeah, like I was thinking
Passengers.
of that, and I was like, no.
I could see.
Well,
why
are you
that would be
asking me
confusing.
this movie that is like 10 years old if I've seen it?
With Jennifer Lawrence, right?
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah,
Oh, and Chris Pratt?
yeah. Back when both of them were like the movie stars.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Passenger is a new
I
one.
haven't seen it.
Okay, yeah, I would recommend it only because it's a classic like bad horror movie, and I really like those. But yeah,
That's
it's
more
about
up my
taking
alley.
road trips, and if you are on a road trip and you stop because somebody's like in a crash or needs help or something, then the demon jumps to you and it follows you. So it's kind of like that. So it was
Like
kind of like what we
It?
were talking about. Kind of like that, but
Follows, I mean.
yeah, it follows. Yeah. But it's kind of like what we were talking about with how did the shipwrecks from the Kurosawa end up on the Queen Mary? That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, oh, if you stop but it didn't stop. But yeah, I was like, it can transfer that way. So I thought it was kind of one of those situations. But yeah. Anyways,
Well, go watch the movie and let me know what you think. All of you.
yes.
Including
Yeah,
Jessica. I don't know. If you have a kid, though, it does hit home a little bit. Just
Uh-oh. That's not great.
FYI.
I'll read the
Nothing with
Wikipedia
babies,
page.
though.
Nothing with okay.
babies. That's good.
That helps. Babies are not fun right now.
So we have 3 recommendations to end the podcast. The first is go check out the Queen Mary. Let us know what you think. If you've ever been there, if you've ever experienced it, let us know. Tell us about your experience. Maybe we'll bring you on and ask you more about it. 2, watch Obsession. It's fantastic. I'd give it a 98 out of 100, to be honest with you. And the Mummy, the Mummy, not the Brendan Fraser one. Although, go watch the Mummy too. If you haven't watched
That
that
was pretty
franchise,
good.
it's fantastic.
It's a good series.
Oh, I have
And-
one more.
Go for it.
Sorry. It's about podcast. It's a horror podcast movie.
Ooh.
Lay it on me.
I can't think of the name. Let me look it up. That one's very unsettling, too.
Who's in that one?
No one famous.
Oh,
That's what makes it
perfect.
even more better.
That's what I was saying about Obsession too. I was like, if that had like Timothy Chalamet or whatever his name is,
Chalamet.
if it had him and like Zendaya, the Obsession wouldn't be what it is.
Well, you were kind of talking about Damien with me, and I kind of did more research after where like we're kind of in this new era of horror movies, but it's really young writers and directors, or like I don't want to say outsiders, but outsiders who
Another great
are
movie.
yes. I was thinking of the
Buddy
like
boy.
yeah, I was thinking about that. But like, so we like really low budget, but in a good way movies that we're getting, like Obsession, and then like I guess Backroom was an A24 film, but still like, how young is he? Like
20, 23?
Yeah, or in his early 20s making
Because Curry
a movie.
Barker's 26.
Yeah. And so,
But anyways, what was the answer to who was in? What was the name of
It's
that
called
movie?
Undertone. Undertone.
Okay, never heard of that. So watch that. So that's 4 recommendations. And
Jessica has one. You got one.
yeah, lay it on me.
What's
I
it
do.
called? Charlie. Chocolate Chip Charlie. Is that his name?
Oh Jesus!
What is that?
Stuff. It's I think from the 80s, maybe early 90s. Super cheesy horror film that my mom used to watch, and we watched it as kids. It's called The Stuff. It's ridiculous. It's this white substance that's bubbling up out of the ground, and they decide to bottle it and sell it. And if you eat it, you basically become some kind of a zombie thing.
I've
It's
seen this.
so
Oh my
bad.
God. I
Yeah.
watched this when I was a kid and I was like, what
You
the
did?
fuck? Yes. The
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
Oh my god, dude! You just picked that out of
Chocolate
the
chip
deepest parts of
Charlie.
my cerebellum.
Mo Rutherford. Oh man, that's one of my favorite lines of
Wow.
all time. Where he's like, "People call me Mo because whenever they give me money, I always want Mo."
That is so good.
That is a great line.
So ridiculous.
Oh, and it's directed by Larry Cohen. That's right.
Oh, so
That's awesome. Wow, I haven't thought about that
Yeah.
movie in 2 decades.
You're welcome.
Do check that out. That movie fucking rules.
there's a like a really kind of older kids movie that just Disney finally released to Disney Plus that was supposed to be very scary for a kids movie, but I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yes, it's from like
How
the
old is the movie?
70s or 80s, I believe.
The
Oh,
old
man.
Disney was great. I feel like the movies we had growing up were darker than the
Mhm.
movies they make now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They were.
And I think it's because they used to play with the lighting a lot better. I just think the way that they used to shoot scary movies just felt it was more of a feeling, and that's what Obsession captured really well. Because sometimes they're so overproduced that it just takes you out of it, and then you're just like, why is it so goddamn bright in here? Or the exact opposite, that I don't know if this is a pet peeve for you three, but I love movies. One of my new favorite pet peeves is, why is the screen black? Why can I not see anything that's happening in the scene right now? You know what I mean? Like, they used to do the backlighting, so the forefront was dark, but you could still see the action that was happening. And now they just turn off all the lights. And it's like, I can't see shit. God forbid there's a glare on my screen. I'm just
It sounds
watching
like
my...
you're in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just watching myself breathing heavily.
Oh, I found that it is called Something Wicked This Way
This Way
Comes.
Comes. Yeah, that's a good one.
From 1983, and I guess it's based on a Ray Bradbury book, but it finally just got to Disney. Like, it was actually, I guess, really hard to find, and now it's on Disney Plus. But it's supposed to be one of the more scary kids movies.
I'm in support of
Like
that. Bring
Hocus
back scaring
Pocus?
kids. No, it's like spooky.
Absolutely.
Like unsettling spooky from what I've seen of
Oh.
it. It's
Because Hocus Pocus is fun.
yeah.
It's not like they try to make it. Because if you watch the first Hocus Pocus, Jessica hasn't seen it, but you watch the first Hocus Pocus and then you watch the second one, how the second one's more kid friendly.
Yeah.
Where the first one was a lot darker, where they're like, we want to eat children and suck their energy and kill them.
Mhm.
And just Sarah
How
Jessica
have I
Parker
not
was
watched
like,
this?
oh, it's
You need to watch
fantastic.
Hocus Pocus. I've said this for like years now, but
What do you call them, Max? Yabos?
Yabos. Call me Ice.
Yeah, Hollywood. Fantastic movie.
Just because, like, what are you guys saying?
Yeah, nothing better than
I'm not a movie person, so I'm just listening.
nothing better than 3 people talking about something that one person has no idea about.
To be fair, that movie's been out almost our entire lives.
That is,
And,
that
like,
is true.
A millennial, like, kind of, I don't want to say cornerstone of Halloween, but
It is a staple.
so it's on you that you haven't watched.
Anyways,
Jessica has a life, guys. We don't.
yeah, I don't have a life. It's this and movies for me.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I blame gaming. Like, if I have free time, that's what I have done over the years, and not sitting and watching movies. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I also
Do you have
feel like-
a?
That's
I was
fair.
going to say, it was a staple of childhood, that movie, though, I feel. Like, you should have
Mhm.
seen it as a child.
what's the name of it?
Hocus
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 Pocus.
Pocus?
Oh, you're still talking about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that one. I really don't.
Clip it.
Because it
Oh,
sounds
you guys are
right
still
up
talking
my
about this?
alley.
Oh,
You
you would
will
love
like
it.
it. And it has singing in it, but like the singing is really catchy. You'll like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Isn't it
promise
Bette
you will
Midler?
like it.
Is that
Yeah.
who?
Mhm.
Yeah, she's
Bette
got a great
Miller,
voice.
Sarah Jessica
Oh.
Parker,
Yeah,
and I can't
I don't know
remember.
the other one. The other one's from Sister Act though.
Yeah.
I did watch Beaches.
Beaches. The Beach
That
Boys.
does a great job in that one.
Yeah, that's Bette Midler. Like,
Completely. I've seen Beaches. Completely. Two different.
Completely
things.
different.
yes.
Well, there you go. I haven't seen that one, so now we're even.
It's kind of more of a chick flick.
I was about
I
to
would
say,
say,
it's a mom movie, like something
It's
that
a
your
downer.
mom would
It's a
watch.
real downer. Yeah.
Don't talk about my mom, dude. You don't know what she would
This
watch.
lady,
She's a nice lady. All right. We are at end of time here, but there's several recommendations that you can take from this.
We'll
but I would be
maybe
remiss,
put them in the description of this episode.
Yeah. But I would be remiss
to
not say, wait, is it remiss to say or remiss to not say?
Remiss not to say?
I'd be remiss if I didn't say that the ultimate recommendation from this podcast is to go check out the Weekly Bizarre podcast.
Yes.
Anywhere you get podcasts, or I could just be making that up and it's only on one place. I don't know. I watch it on YouTube. But follow them on social media. Listen to their stuff. Very fun. Very spooky. And thanks for coming back on the show.
Yes, thank you so
much. Hope to see you
Thanks
all again shortly. And let's get planning maybe 2027 or 2028. Let's get planning some in-person stuff because I think that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yes.
I like.
And we want to have you guys back on ours too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, come back on Weekly Bizarre. We'd love to do that. I think there's a fun topic we could talk about as far as a Nebraska serial killer.
Spree killer.
Sorry.
Who lived in my area of town. Like, it's one of those ones where, like, Lincoln was such a small town, and still kind of is, where, like, there are so many connections that I can talk about with it. Where he was my wife's grandpa's trash man. So, yeah.
Very intrigued.
Yeah, so use that as the intro. Yeah, small world after all. Haunted Disney. But use that as the intro to our episode for that one. And yeah, great to see you both again. And thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
As always.
Bye.
Bye.